Hi, I'm Charlotte Jackson and welcome to Sportsfix. This week we're going to be previewing the Open, the oldest of the 4 golf major championships. Now, inevitably, much of the talk leading up to the tournament has been about a man who won't even be there, Tiger Woods. The world #1 is out after undergoing knee surgery, and while many players have politely said what a shame it is Tiger won't be there, we're sure secretly many of them are delighted. As Tiger's good friend Mark O'Meara says, it gives other players a great chance of winning a major.
Well, it gives a lot of players an opportunity. You know, there's a lot of guys that have come very close to winning this championship. You know, Sergio, for one, a very young, talented player, winning the Players' Championship earlier this year, losing in the playoff last year to Padraig Harrington. Sergio's a fabulous player. You know, he'd be a guy you want to keep your eye on. I know I played with Jim Furyk here in '98. Very methodical, solid player, good short game, drives it straight. This Anthony Kim, this young American player that's won 2 times in the last 3 months in the United States. I mean, he'd be a player to watch after. I think the field is really wide open, and in my opinion, that's good for the game of golf. It's sorely missed to not have Tiger here, but even as great as Tiger is, he's not bigger than the game of golf.
But it's not just Tiger who's dominating the injury headlines. Defending champion Padraig Harrington has been suffering from a wrist injury. That's after damaging his right arm on Saturday. And despite having intensive physio treatment, doubts remain after his practice round on Wednesday, which lasted only 2 shots. Harrington has decided to tee off, but it would clearly be a great shame if he wasn't able to defend his title properly, especially as he seems particularly keen on this year's venue, Royal Birkdale.
Everybody likes Birkdale. It's commonly known as the fairest of all the links challenges of all the open road courses. It's all there in front of you. You've got to hit it straight. You've got to hit it on the greens. Everything is reasonably flat. There's not too many bad bounces. So it's who plays the best golf this week will win.
In this great sporting summer for Spain, one of the leading contenders has to be Sergio Garcia, who could make it a hat-trick of victories for España, following Euro 2008 and Rafael Nadal at Wimbledon.
When friends of yours win, it makes you feel good about it. So I hope that I can ride on that wave and see if I can do something big this week here. So we'll try.
The 28-year-old is yet to win a major, and while he may still be scarred after his playoff loss at Carnoustie last year, he has finished in the top 10 at the Open on 6 of the last 7 occasions. Having already won the unofficial 5th major, the Players' Championship in May, maybe this could be El Niño's best chance of breaking his major duck. Of course, many of us will be hoping for a British winner, with our last major champion being Paul Lawrie all the way back in 1999. Sadly, the omens aren't great, with Birkdale being the only course on the Open rota that hasn't had a European winner. Top of the list of British contenders is Lee Westwood, following his 3rd place finish at the US Open in June. But hopes are also resting on Paul Casey and Ian Poulter. Although possibly the biggest question surrounding Poulter is what monstrosity will he be wearing this year? In theory, one key factor that should suit the British boys is the weather. And with the forecast not being great, the conditions can play a big part in deciding who wins the tournament, something Jim Furyk is well aware of.
Definitely not the warmest of summers over here, put it that way. But it can be cool, windy, rainy. It can change. You can have a 6:30 tee time. The weather can be great, and by 4:30 it can be awful. And I think they send out probably 2 hours or 10 hours worth of tee times here, so that can make a big factor as well.
So without Tiger, we think this year's Open could prove to be a classic. Every player will be determined to make the most of his absence, and come Sunday, we'll be hoping to be the one lifting that famous claret jug. That's all for now. We'll see you next week.